Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and today we're covering the Home 1 Fleet Mastery event. This is where you earn shards of Home 1, and you need to complete this mission to move Home 1 from 6 stars to 7 stars, and that's very important because 7-star Home 1 is needed to get a 7-star Chimera, Grand Admiral Thrawn's capital ship, currently the best capital ship in the game. So what I'm going to do here, I've done this battle a couple times, but this is the first time I'm recording it, putting it together, and basically it's a little tricky, but it's not as hard as the 6-star battle. If you have a team that can beat the 6-star, then you have a team that can beat the 7-star. Part of the reason as we get into the battle, you'll see why this is a little bit easier. There's different team compositions. The ins and outs of exactly what I'm going to do won't necessarily apply, but there's some general concepts and tips that are going to be in play here. I like to bring, again, I'll do this different ways, different times that I complete the event. Phantom and Ghost are kind of good to bring together because they have some nice synergies. So I think I'll start with that, and hopefully this will be the run that completes it for me. This can usually it's done on my first try, but it can take 2 or 3 times to get it done. There's just a little bit of an RNG factor. So we're gonna go into the battle. Note this, this squad is not fully maxed out. I do have most of the ships to 7 stars, but the pilots that are flying the ships are certainly not anywhere near max level. The only ship here that's in my arena squad is Biggs and Wedge I use as a reserve. So they're decent, but the rest of the ships are in pretty rough shape. You're talking Gear 8 pilots at best. So we have 3 waves here, and that's part of what makes this easy, is that you have 3 waves to build up your ultimate, just like in the endurance battle, to build up your ultimate so it's ready to go at the start of wave 3. So the goal here early on, we have 3 TIE fighter pilots in this first wave. We want to take out one of the ships quickly, and then slowly go through the rest to cycle through some cooldowns. And the goal here is to just not take any permanent protection or health damage on our characters. It's okay to use cooldowns early on here because they'll be ready either by the next wave or certainly by wave 3. And so we want to do that we want to get Biggs' taunt up because we don't want any of our other get focus fired. And then once his taunt is up, it will regenerate itself through other target locks that get applied, and we brought members of the team that can do that, whether it's Rex and his basic on an unbuffed enemy, or Fives with his torpedo attack, or Ackbar can heal just straight up with the special move. So lots of options here that we can just kind of get through, and you just want to get through these quickly without damage, and you're not going to have any trouble getting through these first couple of waves. So wave 1 is down. We're going to move on to wave 2. A little different this time. We have a TIE fighter, Vader's advanced TIE, and the Gauntlet. I'm going to go for the Gauntlet first, just because it can cleanse debuffs, and Vader's TIE is a little bit slower, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. We want to get the Gauntlet down. It'll just take off target locks and other stuff that we're trying to do. So we'll go for that first. Now you do want to be careful here about burning cooldowns, because if you take this wave out quickly, you're not going to have a chance to get those specials ready for the start of the next wave, and you really want them ready for the start of the next wave. So we're taking our time here. We did not get a target lock up yet, so we'll switch targets, and there we go. We got the target lock and the taunt. We don't need to use our heal. Again, we're going to keep focusing the Gauntlet. One more hit should do it. We could use the AoE here, but I am going to save it. And now we'll switch to Vader's TIE. And again, we're just kind of spamming basics here. Everything is set up and ready to roll. We will go for the taunt. Good, get it back. And we can see we're 1 away from Ackbar's special, or his ultimate. So ideally, we take these ships out before Ackbar's next turn, so it's at high turn meter. But TIE Fighter has a lot of health left, and I'm not going to burn a cooldown in order to accomplish that. So here, I think actually we'll take a shot with this special and see if we can take out the TIE Fighter. Not quite, but great. Okay, so we take out the TIE Fighter, and notice the Home 1 had almost full turn meter, so it should be first in this next wave. And actually, we'll get 5s to go first, and then us. You can see the enemies here start with pretty full turn meter, and it's a decent lineup. It's the Reaper, which will take turn meter away from your capital ship, so that's going to be my first target. The other target that you can do early on, and actually I might switch my plan here because Home 1 is going to go and get its ultimate off, and then after that I don't care if I lose a little bit of turn meter. So Boba Fett is ready. I think his special is ready on the first turn, and it can do a lot of damage, and if you set this up right, you might be able to take him out in your first wave of attacks. So we're going to see if we can do that. We'll put the target lock up. We'll use the ultimate ability. All of our ships now will get to go twice, and we're going to try and pump out as much damage here as we can. So I think if I use this on 5s, it'll call everyone to assist except... Didn't get. I was hoping to get the debuff, the offense down from 5s there. That would make the torpedo attack less dangerous, but not a problem that it got resisted. So the Ghost and the target ally, we'll call Biggs. He's our tank. We want to have lots of protection on him for the coming onslaught. And we didn't get the bonus, was it crit chance up, so we'll go for that again. We didn't get it again. Yeah, see, the first attack from Boba Fett is that missile attack. But we survived it. Everybody's still in good shape, so now we'll leave Boba Fett for a second priority. He is really tough to take out unless you've got some super high damage ships. And instead, we'll just let our multi-attacks kind of take him down. So we're going to focus on the Reaper. Again, we don't want to be losing any turn meter unnecessarily. And remember, we're up against Grand Admiral Thrawn. He has that ultimate ability he's working towards where he will take out a ship in one hit. Let's see. I cannot put target lock on anything, so we'll give protection regeneration. And did that not go on Biggs? I clicked Biggs, and I think it tried to put it on the Ghost, which already has full protection. So we'll click really low on Biggs this time. There we go. That time it registered where I hit. Okay. So a bit of an annoyance there, but we should be able to survive it. And we do have some buffs up here, so we will go for the big attack, the multi-attack. And we've almost got the Reaper down. One more big hit here. There we go. Reaper's down. Now we'll go for target lock, and you want to get a number advantage as early as possible. If you take out one ship, do everything you can to take out a second or a third before a reinforcement come in. You don't want to be fighting 5. Take one out, get a reinforcement, be fighting 5 again. Eliminate the number of guns that are coming at you as quickly as possible. And hopefully a big hit here from 5 should take out, not quite. One more should do it. There we go. Boba Fett is down, and now it's 5-on-3. And wow, Thrawn chooses to use a non-reinforcing attack there. So that makes the situation even better. We're going to cleanse Biggs and heal him. And now I think Vader has almost full turn meter, so we'll attack him with 5 because he's only going to gain a little bit of turn meter rather than the full amount if we attacked one of those other ships there. So we're going to focus Vader down and see if we can take him out before any reinforcements arrive. Not having a lot of successful attacks there, but we're still in pretty good shape. And we're going to lose a ship, which is fine, because now I get to reinforce and keep my protection high. You don't want to have 2, 3, or 4 ships at low health because of Grand Admiral Thrawn's ultimate ability does do area of effect damage to all your ships. So if you have one ship at full health and the rest at 20%, the ultimate can take out your whole squad. So the choice is going to be Wedge or, I think, Counselor. If there were debuffs on the enemy ships, I'd call in Wedge to do a big missile attack. It should have been enough to take out Vader, but rather than mess with that and take a chance, we'll call Biggs, get the assist attack, and there we go. So now we'll go for the Gauntlet. And there we go, crit chance up. No target lock still. Really unlucky with the target locks in this last wave, and it didn't really affect us. We were still able to get through this without too much trouble. So far this is looking like a fairly easy run. Again, there can be complications. It can be a little tricky. But usually after the second or third try at most, you'll get things to fall the way you want, and you'll be able to get through this. We're going to go for a target lock to get it, and we'll do a double attack with the missiles. One more on the Gauntlet should take it out. Well, I want to use Big's assist, and maybe we can take out the TIE Fighter pilot here. Okay, not quite enough. And now this should do both. This should take out both the TIE Fighter and the Gauntlet. I guess we'll do the ultimate again. We got it ready. Why not use it? I'm not gonna mess around here and take a chance. Gauntlet down first. Switch to the one in the back. We'll do a call to assist. We probably don't need it, but I'm not taking any chances here. And now it's just this last TIE Fighter. And with a couple of double attacks, we should be in pretty good shape. We'll just go for a basic. And one more. There we go. So, again, it's not always that smooth. If you have a lineup that was just barely enough to get past the 6-star, you will get past the 7-star if you give it a couple of shots. Stay with it. Time your entry into that third wave by having Ackbar's ultimate ready. And again, if you have a really high damage squad, if you brought Wedge, if you put out a lot of debuffs, you can debuff Slave 1, Fett's ship, and fire the missile from Wedge and take it out before it does its area attack. But if you don't have it, then you don't need to do it. As you saw, you could take out Reaper first and then go to Boba Fett, and as long as your ships are healthy, maybe you try to get offense down on Boba Fett, something like that to blunt that first Seismic Charge attack. You don't want that decimating your squad and putting you on the back foot. So come in with everyone healthy, come in with the ultimate ready, and you should be able to get through this without too much trouble. The last comment I'm going to make, I'm actually in a unique situation here, or I guess not unique, but one that some people are facing around this time. So I've done this battle, as you can see, a couple of times. I'm up to 90 out of 100 shards. And so the next time I complete this battle, I will get the 7-star home one. There is a pack that's offered in the store whenever the battle is around. Here you can see it's 999 shards. And it gives you between 10 and 100 shards. So you're guaranteed to get 10 shards. Coincidence? I don't think so, that you end up 10 short, and there's a pack for 1,000 crystals to get at least 10 shards. Is it worth it? That's up to you, but the math that I would use is consider if getting the... we don't know when Thrawn's ship event is going to come back. It could be in the next month. It could not be. So maybe you're going to buy this, and it wouldn't have mattered. The next Home 1 event will come back before the next Thrawn event. So maybe it's for nothing. What I would say is assume that doesn't. Assume that Thrawn's event comes back before the next Home 1 event. Will having a 7-star Grand Admiral Thrawn's Chimera change your Fleet Arena payout in a significant way? If you're at the 50 to 20 bubble and this will put you into the crystals, then yeah, it's going to be worth it. You get 100 crystals a day for making just 20 in terms of your Fleet Arena. So if that change will do it, then go for it. It gives you an extra reinforcement. I think it gives you one more speed, but it's not an earth-shattering thing. If you're constantly hitting 15 and you think that your galactic power or your Fleet Arena power is a little lower than the others, getting the 7-star Thrawn will bump you up to be even with everyone else. You'll be targeted less. You'll fall less. Then again, maybe it's worth it. 1,000 crystals, that might be the ticket to kind of make your climb and your arena a little bit easier. And again, if you're bumping up one reward tier, then that can be worth it. Also, the Dark Side Territory battles requires a 7-star capital ship for the last day. So it'll give you access to that. Rather, maybe it'll be earlier. That said, I'm not doing it. This isn't a deal breaker for me. I do make the top 20 with my Fleet Arena. I can sometimes crack the top 10, but the ships up there are far superior to me. They've all got Reaper with gold, Shore Trooper, and Death Trooper, and I don't have that, not even close. So I don't think this is going to make a difference for me. So I'm happy to be patient and wait for the next and final return of the Home 1 event for me to get me to 7 stars. But your mileage may vary. Just I would consider those factors as you're making your decision. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like. As always, I appreciate the feedback. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.